Hello YouTube, Dusty Pipe Smoker coming at you. So this is take 3 for my video. I didn't like the way that the first video turned out, and the second video I started off and I got tongue-tied, so I'm going to start over again. So today I'm going to talk about two things that are on my mind, which is things that are kind of not great from a pipe smoker's perspective. Now, we all have our own individual tastes, and mine lean towards Virginia, particularly flake tobacco, and of course briar pipes. But today I'm smoking a corncob. And this is the first corncob I've ever had, and I think it's called Country Gentleman, but I didn't really pay attention to that when I bought it, $10 or whatever. And the other subject is English blends. So, number one, after smoking this probably a dozen times or so since I got it, not a big fan of the corncob. It's got a weird flavor to it, and I don't know, a lot of people say that they get the natural tobacco flavor, but I taste corncob, quite frankly, especially when I get towards the bottom, so I'm very gentle and careful when I get to the bottom, so I'm not sucking up corncob flavor, because the first time I smoked it, I tasted corncob really badly. And then the second, the other thing is the English blends. I'm not a big fan of them. They're growing on me a little bit because I've got a few tins of them, so of course I'm going to smoke that up, and they've grown on me a little bit. But I still love the Virginias. But anyway, point being that I think all of us have to find what we like about pipe smoking. Now, excuse me, I'm kind of forcing myself to try this and get used to it because everybody loves Latakia. I'm not feeling it. I like it okay. I don't like the smell because if I want to have campfire smell, I'll light a campfire. But I have noticed that when you're smoking them, they don't necessarily taste like a campfire, particularly when you get it kind of going and you can puff away on it relaxingly. Then they don't quite taste like a campfire. It's still kind of a hint, but it's not there overpoweringly. They're also pretty smooth, so that's really good about them. I'm having trouble keeping this lit today. It's kind of just breezy enough to keep the lighter from catching very well. But anyway, what I'm smoking here is kind of a mix that I made out of several different kinds of Latakia. I won a Balkan Sassini from Tim Oregon Piper that I like. It's pretty mellow and it doesn't overpower with the campfire taste. I think I only smoked it once or twice on its own because I'm kind of prejudiced against the Latakia. But anyway, I'm going to give it some more chances because I've picked up some Dunhill My Mixture 965 that I've smoked a couple of times that I do like on its own. Okay, anyway. And then the other one is Frogmorton Cellar, which the first time I smoked it, it was probably a little much for me. But I've since smoked it on its own a couple times, and it's pretty good. But in my reactionary moment, I decided that if I'm going to get through this Latakia thing, I need to come up with something. So I decided to blend them together. So I took the Balkan Sassini, and I took the Frogmorton Cellar, and I took some of that Drury Lane that I'm talking about, that I've talked about, that's a local blend from my tobacconist. That's kind of a Virginia aromatic. They say it's coconut flavored, but I don't really taste any coconut. It's more kind of appley or whatever. It's sweet, and it's very sticky. So I mixed those three together, and I call it Drury Frogs Balls. Because, whatever, figure it out. Anyway, it's pretty good. It's kind of overly mellow, I guess. There's nothing really going on with it. You don't get anything particular out of the flavor, but it's allowed me to smoke the English blends without going, oh, this is too campfire-y. Sorry about that. I think that's what I don't like particularly about the corn cob. When I try to relight it, I taste the corn cob. I don't taste the tobacco. You know, a lot of people say that when you're smoking a briar pipe, that's what you taste too, is the briar. Well, I guess I am a bigger fan of briar taste than I am of corn cob taste. Anyway, like I said, I'll say it again. I think that all of us on our own pipe smoking journeys need to find what we like. And giving stuff a chance, I think that's a good thing. But I also think that in this community, that's one huge benefit we have of listening to reviews by other people, is once we find someone who likes the same things that we do, and we realize that they like the same things, or they kind of have the same flavor palette, then it's probably a good idea to listen to what their recommendations are. Because not everybody likes the same thing. Like I said, I'm a Virginia guy, I've discovered, and I'll probably always be that way, but I'm giving this a chance. It's alright. I think this is probably going to be my only corncob pipe, though, because just not a fan. So, anyway, I won't keep you any longer. I might do another one sometime today or maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I wanted to talk a little more specific and get back into that my pipe journey thing. I might possibly do a video that's about a charity that I'm involved in, because I could use some help with that. But until I figure that out, I'm just going to call it quits for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Trust me, this one turned out a lot better than the first one. So anyway, have a good day. God bless.